Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. You guys, this video, I'm going to show you two products that I like to use in conjunction with each other that I sell on the website. The first one is LVR 357 Magnum Wax, and then I like to put topper on top of it, and the results are always fantastic. Let's do it. So you guys, before we get this video started, if you like detailing videos, product review videos, ceramic coating videos, paint correction videos, how-to videos, stuff like that, you guys, take a moment, go down below the video, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on, turn on all post notifications so every time I upload a video, you do get notified. You guys, I have been using Magnum Wax, LVR 357 Magnum Wax for a while now. This is a product from Extreme Solutions, as you can see right here, just has my logo on it. They labeled it for me for my website and for my truck, and I had American flag put on it, of course. I think it looks absolutely amazing. This is a product that's extremely easy to use. You can get up to 6 months worth of protection. Obviously, there's always factors that go into play: where you live, whether you store it inside, outside, how much rain you get, heat, whatever. But it will give you up to 6 months worth of protection. If maintained correctly, you guys, you can wax the entire vehicle before you remove it. That's the awesome thing about this. This is actually the product that I use on our camper because it's so easy to use. I just waxed it just the other day, and it just works fantastic. It really enriches the color of your car, makes it look really good. It's very hydrophobic. It is ceramic, acrylic, resin reinforced, and it has like 5 different types that are in it. It's gonna protect against UV rays, oxidation, corrosion, contaminants, stuff like that. Everything you want a wax to do, this is gonna do it. Now, once again, I say this all the time, anytime I show a wax, wax is not dead. There are still a lot of people that do not want to either take the time to do a coating, don't want to use a coating because they're afraid they're going to hurt their paint. Wax is still for those type of people. Wax also will usually give you more gloss majority of the time than a coating is going to. It just doesn't last as long, but it will protect the paint just like a coating is going to. It may not be as hydrophobic, but it's still a great option, you guys. It's still something that is on the market that people still absolutely love is wax. And I still use waxes, and sometimes when I use waxes and don't do a coating, I'm like, oh man, I kind of miss these days because it's so easy. No stress involved or anything like that. Don't have to worry about high spots or anything like that. So there's nothing wrong with using a good old-fashioned wax, you guys. So we're going to show that in this video. About 24 hours later, because after Magnum Wax, after you're done applying it and removing, you need to wait 24 to 48 hours before putting any chemicals on it, before washing it or anything like that. It can get wet, preferably not, but it can get wet. But it's going to harden in those 24 to 48 hours, and then you can put something on top, and that's where topper is going to come into play, you guys. I love using these two together. We're going to use topper on top of the Magnum Wax. Topper is exactly what it is. It is a top coat lubricant. It can be used as a standalone protection. Give you 2 to 3 months worth of protection on the paint, you guys. Extremely easy to use, smells amazing. You can use it as a drying aid. You can use it on a dry vehicle, however you want to use it. But this is a fantastic product also. And I'm going to showcase that in this video, showing you guys topping it with it and then showing you guys the final result. We'll do a water test, and that'll be about it for the video, you guys. So we're going to use it on my wife's 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee. The paint is not perfect, you guys, not even close to perfect. This is a car that was neglected when we got it. It's got rock chips, it's got paint pops, but it is black. So I wanted to use it on a black vehicle to show you guys. That's the best way to show you new products in my opinion. But it is hammered. There's a lot of stuff wrong with it. We are not focused on that for this video. We're focused on the paint as far as the gloss, what it's going to look like when we're done, and the hydrophobics. That's what we're going to focus on, and how easy it is to apply and remove the product. You can apply the product by hand or by machine. I'm going to show you both ways, and that's about it. So let's get on the Jeep. Let's check it out. All right, you guys, so one thing I forgot to mention just a minute ago, topper also is silicone infused, has SiO2 in it, so it can be used as a top coat for ceramic coating. So that's important to mention there, you guys. So with Magnum Wax, you can use this to actually remove a little bit of very, very minor imperfections. If you have not a finishing pad, but a little bit more aggressive pad, we're gonna be using a finishing / waxing pad, you guys, for this video because I don't need to do that. I'm not worried about it. I did do a finishing polish on this just to kind of exfoliate the paint, kind of clean the paint. It has been decontaminated, and it's ready to receive some protection. So the first round, we're gonna go a little thick, just to kind of get the pad good and primed. We're going to be using my little Ryobi. I love this thing, you guys, especially for waxing. It's fantastic for waxing. kind of move it around. And remember, I'm not going for perfection, so we're gonna have fast hand speed. You gotta start it on a low speed. Boost it up. All I'm looking for is good coverage. That's it. Probably have enough to go on down here. I do. You see, I'm just using one hand. I'm not looking for any type of correction. I can just apply this one hand like that. That's it. This side of the hood is completely covered. It's that easy. As you can see, all I care about is coverage. That's it. All right, so on this fender, same thing. I can use the 5-inch pad. It's not a big deal. Put the polisher on cruise control, one hand. And you can put the other one on the guided if you want. Go back over it, make sure I get everything. There's plenty of wax in the pad. Okay, and then what I need to do up here, do it by hand. I do sell these wax applicators on the website also, you guys, individually. Just like that, and then while I'm here, I'll go ahead and do this section by hand underneath the mirror. All right, I'll come back, I'll show you guys me applying this by hand, like around the A-pillars or something like that, just to show you how easy it is to actually put on by hand. If you want to wax your entire car by hand, you can absolutely do that, no problem at all. So it took me all of maybe 10 minutes to do this entire thing with that Ryobi polisher, which is awesome. Don't have to worry about the cord or anything like that. I love that polisher. So now, I'm just gonna do by hand the areas I couldn't get the polisher. So we're gonna go above the door handles. I'm gonna go ahead and do the chrome on the door handles. We're gonna go above the doors. I'm gonna open the door so I can go right here. And then I gotta do the same thing to this side. I'm trying to not get it on the rubber. But honestly, if it happens on this car, I don't care. I don't care. Don't tell Mrs. Fab that, because she'd be mad. You got a little spider looking at me. Get out here, you little heifer. And that's it. Anywhere I couldn't fit the machine, I will do by hand. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a plush microfiber towel. That's what this is, an edgeless plush microfiber towel. I do sell these on my website. The ones I have are black and red from Auto Fiber. I think these are from Adams. They're just like them, just different color. But I'm just gonna take a plush towel. It takes literally no effort at all to remove it. It's a very enjoyable wax to use. Extreme knocked it out of the park when they designed this wax. Flip it over to the side and just kind of buff it to perfection. Always got to give Brian a shout out for his buff to perfection. That's it. Remember, this paint's trashed. That looks really, really good. Let me do one swipe. Just show you guys. Now I need to go over it again to buff it, but. Okay, so this is the right front fender, which you guys watched me use the machine on. No tugging, no grabbing. Nothing. It's just, I mean, it's so simple. Show you this fender, how nice it looks. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove the rest, and I'll show you guys what it looks like outside. All right, you guys, so removal is done. We're gonna let it sit for the next day or two. It may sit all weekend while we go camping. So you got the camper out here getting ready. And then we'll put topper on it, but show you guys, the black paint looks amazing. Does a great job enhancing dark colors for sure. Black always looks good on camera though, you guys. I mean, it looks good in person, don't get me wrong, but the camera enhances it. Makes it look even better. But the paint is just like a mirror. Obviously we live in Indiana, we're starting to rust out here. It is what it is. Try to show you the top. Top is the worst part of this car. Actually put the wax on the taillights too. Headlights need to be sanded down and redone again. Looks really good. The hood shot looks amazing. Now we'll just let it cure for the next day or two, and then we'll put topper on it. All right, so it has been 24 hours, you guys. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put topper on top. Now I'm trying to set up a 50-50 here because I wanna do half of it with topper and then leave that half Magnum wax. When we do the water test, we'll see if there's a difference between water behavior, what the beads look like, and so on and so forth. So I wanna try to do it, but I don't wanna put tape down, so I'll just put wax on this. Topper is a very easy product to use, you guys. You just spray it on, wipe it off. You don't need a whole bunch because it has SO2 and it can streak on dark colors. Anything with SO2 can streak with dark colors. But you can use it wet or dry, which is the great thing. And I like to use two different color towels when I use a product like this. I'll have one as a wet towel, one as a dry towel, and I will use the gray one as my wet towel. So what we're gonna do, 1, 2, and just a small third spray. You can already see Magnum wax is trying to keep topper from sticking to the paint, which is great because the paint is nice and slick now. And I'm not applying any pressure. I'm just kind of wiping it in. This is a clean panel. I'm not worried about that. Just make sure I get it spread out. Okay. And then we're just going to take a drying towel, go right over it, no pressure. And it flashes right off. And that is how easy topper is to use. Extremely easy to use. Flashes fast. Try to pick this up without dragging it. You're not going to really see a difference in here. But the cool thing about topper is the polymers in it. As it kind of cures, it actually gains gloss. It's actually pretty cool. But that's how easy topper is to use on paint, you guys. Very, very simple. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole car with topper on it, and then we'll let it sit, and then we'll do a water test. All right, you guys, so it is done. It's been sitting for about 5 hours since I put topper on it. The only thing that doesn't have topper on it is this side of the hood right here. The car looks great. Topper, such an easy product to use. Most people at this point have used it or know something about topper, but it is a fantastic product. With tons of gloss. Yes, there's no tires or anything on because I'm not completely done with this yet. But as far as the paint's concerned, I'm done. And make this water test video, and that'll be it. And I can move on to other stuff I want to do to it. All right, so let's go ahead and do the water test. When I get done, I'm going to dry it with topper, spray it on here. That way, put some protection on the side. That I mean, already is protected from Magnum wax, but protection on there from topper to kind of go on top of it. Now, there's probably no way I'll be able to do this so you guys can see the difference between the two. I'll see. I'm going to try to do just this side. It has Magnum wax on it first. You can see it's very hydrophobic. It's got decent beading. It's not really tight uniform beading, which Magnum wax never has had that. Let's go to the side with topper on it. See, the water just sheets right off. You got beads inside beads. Sheets right off. Let's see if we can see. Yes, you can tell a difference between the two sides. Topper actually beads more. This Magnum wax is more of a sheeter. See, Topper actually adds beads when you try to sheet it. Both of them do a very good job though. Let's do this so maybe you guys can see. There's definitely a difference. Hoping you guys can see that difference, but let me show you. I guess I was wrong. I guess Topper's more of the sheeters, because if I do it from far away, it comes down in big clumps of water. See that? Magnum wax. It does come in clumps, but also beads. Both are very hydrophobic, but Topper on top of Magnum wax is just an awesome combination. You guys, it looks so good. Let's go ahead and do this fender right here. It just has Magnum wax with Topper on top of it. Looks really good. Now, let's do the old wax mode flooding of the panel, which is cool. You can dry it with water. See that? That's dry. Let's go to the Magnum wax side. And you can pretty much sheet that off also to dry it, you guys. Now I'll go ahead and show you guys, if you use it as a drying aid, Topper, obviously you're not gonna put wax on as a drying aid. Okay, it's wet. Just gonna spray it on. You'll see the water start to move down, and then you're just gonna dry it. What that's gonna do, that's gonna add lubrication between the drying towel and the paint. Less chances of causing scratches and marring. Most scratches come from the drying process on cars, most. Same thing on this side. I mean, you can even feel the Topper. That's the cool thing about it. Put the towel over, and bam. All right, you guys, so bear with me. Once I got done making that part of the video showing you applying both of these products, we went camping over the long weekend, got wore out on trails, came home, rested for a couple days, and now I'm hoping I remember what I wanted to tell you guys about both these products right here. First up, Magnum wax, you guys, LVR 357 Magnum wax. Fantastic product, easy on, easy off. You can wax the whole car, whole camper, whatever. And I've done it in direct sunlight, no problems at all. And you can do the whole car and then come back and wipe off. There's no tugging, there's no pulling at the rag. It wipes off smooth as butter. There's no dusting. It's an extremely easy product to use. You need to wait at least 24 to 48 hours before putting anything on top of it, or before doing any type of like wash, any type of chemicals, before putting any type of chemicals on top of it. And then you should be good to go from there, because it is going to harden in that 24 to 48 hours. And then what I like to do, I like to add a Topper to pretty much anything that I ever put on. And it was always that way back in the day. I'd put a carnauba wax on, and then I'd put a Topper on top of that, a carnauba spray wax or something. I've always done Toppers on top of my main protection. But what I like to do, I like to add a Topper to it. Obviously the name, Topper, top coat lubricant. Fantastic product, you guys. Extremely easy to use. Spray on, wipe off, flashes fast. It can streak on dark colors if you use too much, or if your towel gets too saturated. But I usually rarely have ever had an issue with it streaking. And when I did, it's because I did something wrong. Awesome as a drying aid also. Top it every time you wash the car, and you guys, you should be good to go. Both these products are available on my website. I'll put a link in the description on the video where you guys can look at both these products. You can check them out. I definitely recommend them as a combo, you guys. 1-2 combo, and you guys will not be disappointed. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and for checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.